All right, this is Hot Rod Shoulders. I know some of you are saying, how did this happen? How did I get this in my finger? And how did I get this out? And I'm going to explain to you how this happened. And this can be a medical emergency, a severe medical emergency. You're at sea, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and we weren't going back until 2 o'clock. And that day, we were fishing with a heavier weight. Normally, we would go out with the 1 pound weight. Last year, they were going out into 400 feet. So, this year, we decided to have the extra weight. Game changer, right? Well, not actually. They ended up only going out into 300 feet deep. So now, our weights are too heavy. We've got a little rocky seas. And when this happened, I had actually used my scent and it had run down the line. We were getting ready to drop our lines in the water and I was holding here. So I'm holding the pole and I'm holding my line here. And normally you just swing it over and drop it. The only difference is I've got the scent that's running down the line, I'm wearing medical gloves, and the boat decided to rock. And when the boat rocked, this went up right into my finger. So easy. So it was this not a little rock, it rocked real hard. We all went forward and this just slid up. And that's how that happened. So I'm holding the pole and this is in my finger. And the deckhand had to cut the line and I had to go and sit in the lobby. And how this was able to come off, and I'll show some of you the picture. And remember, this is the only way you can get a hook this large out of your finger. Because you're down into the muscle. You don't know if you're in the veins, and you cannot cut it out. It's not going to happen. You're at sea. And the best way was just tying the string around the back here, and they'll show you on YouTube. String here, and what you're doing is you're to apply pressure wherever this barb is, apply pressure and pull back. And that's how it came out. The knife was used to just nick the top of the finger because the barb was stuck there, so the knife was just used to nick it in. But it still would not pull out by hand. You had to use string. So is Hot Rod Shoulders suggesting that this is what you do? No, because you have to understand is you can run into serious problems. And this was my finger once it was pulled out. It did not hurt. The only thing is I noticed I had started to sweat and we were all wearing jackets. So I had to take off my jackets, drink water, and I was going into shock. But the hook did not hurt. Okay, this is Hot Rod Shoulders, just giving you an update as to what happened when I went deep sea fishing. And instead of using the heavier weights and the setup here like the squid, they were using just this. A little simpler method. And some of them were catching fish, but most were not. Okay, this is Hot Rod Shoulders, and special thanks to Captain Edward for removing the hook. All right.